Hello guys, Fuzz here, and once again welcome back to Final Fantasy IX. So now that we've broken all the 4 seals that we were doing in the last episode, today we're going to carry on with more story stuff, but before we do that, we need to make sure that we stock up on some items for synthesis purposes. The main purpose for that is basically a lot of these shops will become unavailable to us in the very near future, so now is probably the last opportunity to make sure that we get what we need, lest we miss out on synthesizable items later on in the game, which we don't want to do really, do we? So I'm here in the Black Mage village, and I'm just going to basically reel off a bunch of numbers to you here so that you can go ahead and stock up on the stuff that you need. So we'll get through it quite quickly, and then we'll crack on with the next section of the walkthrough. So I've already been round and purchased a load of stuff, but I'm just going to finish off here at the Black Mage village, where we need to make sure we have 12 bandanas. So I should have those. Yes, I do. We need at least 3 chain plates. I've only got 1, so I'll stock up to 3 there. And then leather plates. Did we go past those? We also need 3, which I already have, which is good. Mithril vests. We need 10 of those. So I'm going to go ahead and spend a fair bit of gil to purchase another 7. And that's actually all we need to do here in the Black Mage village. Other items we need to get, if you head over to Daguerreau, I'll just show you where that is on the map. We have already been there, not too long ago in fact. But just in case you've forgotten, we should be around, where are we? There we go, Daguerreau, or however it is you pronounce that. And you need to make sure that you have 2 Azura's rods, 2 Hamelins, 2 Obelisk, 2 Octagon rod, 2 Rune blade, 3 diamond armour, and 2 tiger fangs. If you've been following the walkthrough, you should have most of these anyway, because I have been pointing out what you need to get and when. Then you want to head over to Esto Garza, which, if you remember, is the village up in the snowy continent, where you'll want to make sure you've stocked up on judo uniforms. You need 7 of those, 3 gold armours, 3 diamond gloves, 6 black hoods, 2 silver forks, 2 heavy lance, 2 scissor fangs, 2 diamond swords, and 2 flame sabers. And then if you go to Mimosa's mod shop, you can stock up on green berets, where you need 7. You need 2 mithril claws, 2 fairy flutes, and 2 tridents, and that should give you everything you need to carry on then with synthesis later on in the game when those items become unavailable to us. Right, so now that we're back at the airship, I do recommend just getting your party ready for the battles ahead. And first thing I'm going to do is just unequip Quina here, since we're not going to be using Quina in the next section of the story. And we're going to go ahead and swap Quina out for Vivi, because the next area means that Vivi's black magic spells will be pretty awesome. So we'll actually go and swap party members this time. So goodbye Quina for now, and hello Vivi. And make sure that Steiner has the Ragnarok if you're going to use him. Of course, you don't have to use Steiner, by the way. I'm just using it because he has the Ragnarok. But if he doesn't, or if he's a little bit weak, then you can bring in any of the other characters. But because of the sword magic that Steiner has with Vivi, I recommend bringing him if it's all possible. If you don't know how to get the Ragnarok weapon, then go and watch some of the previous episodes on the Chocographs and the Chocograph side quest, which is where this weapon is rewarded from. So it is a little bit involved if you haven't done anything to do with the Chocobos yet in this game, the Chocobo side quest, but I do recommend that you do that, even if you're only just starting it now. The rewards are pretty much worth it, I would say. As far as abilities are concerned, first things first, we're definitely going to want to remove this auto reflect from Zidane here. And as far as the other abilities go, you're basically going to want Bird Killer, Devil Killer, and for the characters that have them, Loudmouth and Bright Eyes will also be useful. So we'll go ahead and equip Bright Eyes there on Zidane. I suppose we'll go ahead, since we've got the magic stones available, and throw on the counter ability. always somewhat useful. And then we'll see what we've got with these other guys. VV here, yeah, we'll have Loudmouth, and looks like that's about all we need to have with VV, so okay. Then Steiner, we can go ahead with the Devil Killer, Bird Killer, which are both equipped already. And then in terms of the support abilities, we'll once again go for Bright Eyes. And that will pretty much have him sorted, I think. Yep, looks like Dagger is good to go. I'm not really too fussed about Odin's sword, so maybe we can take Chemist off as well. We could. I was hoping to give her auto regen, but we're just one magic stone off. Unless we really need half MP, we probably don't, do we? So we'll take that off. Auto regen's always a nice ability to have, I think. And since we took the half MP off, we'll go ahead with MP plus 20%. Just make sure everybody's abilities are equipment's okay. Make sure that VV has something like a black robe equipped if you don't have Flare learned, since Flare is going to be somewhat useful in this next section. And Bahamut for Dagger is also nice, so if you don't have it learned, then make sure you throw on a Garnet for her. And I'm pretty sure that we're not going to need to do too much else in terms of preparation here, so we'll just go ahead and make our way to the destination. If we go onto the map, we can see Shimmering Island just over here, so we're going to go ahead and select that as our fast travel point. We will be asked to reform party, but we'll just stick with the members we've messed about with. Here we are, brand new area. And we can enter by landing straight on it, and then we're going to get a few scenes before we continue. Okay, so I'm happy to keep the party we've already formed. And we'll start by heading out to the right here. And we are in fact in the new region known as Terra, and it's a pretty surreal place, isn't it? But you know, we're here, so we're going to make the most of the situation that we've found ourselves in. Some strange characters around as well. Before we head up and follow that girl, we're just going to head down here. And if we sort of jump across the areas here, we can grab the coronet. And then further on up here, there is but another item for us, this time a dragon wrist. And now we're going to have to backtrack all the way back to the original fork. And of course this time we're just going to take the path that takes us straight ahead here. We've got a chest here we can pick up, which has an elixir for our healing pleasure. And then we can see that girl again. And if we follow her, we'll cross this strange bridge-like structure. Okay, so these guys are particularly weak to flare. So hopefully this will do a nice amount of damage. These are the ringleaders. See, Dan should finish this guy off. There we go. So our party's doing some pretty decent damage now, since we spent a bit of time levelling them up and learning abilities and what have you. Right, and we're just going to continue following this girl over this bridge and into the next area. And here we get these kind of like weird structures. They're almost like spider webs. So we're going to climb down. And we're going to head down both of these here. And there's a nice chest for us to grab, so we're going to go ahead and pick that up. And this time we're going to head back up one level. And we can jump across the gap here. And there's a hiding chest here, which has a mithril racketing for us. And then we can go ahead and climb down the web. We can grab the demon vest here. So some strange conversation going on here, especially in regards to Zidane. And look at that, that girl has a tail. So then we'll go ahead and follow her here. And then we can go ahead and cross the bridge. And just make our way up this structure here. Oh, one sec, phone's ringing. Okay, right, I'm back. I got a little bit distracted there. Before we actually head too far up, if we head through here, there's kind of like a secret path. And that's going to take us down to another chest. Right around here, it's kind of like an invisible path that we can't see through the walls and what have you. And we're just going to head back up to that path once again. I'm just going to take a short break here to equip some protection on our characters. And we're going to do so in a very specific order. So we'll start with Sedan. And we want to make sure that he has, as far as abilities are concerned, the antibody ability. So I can't remember if I gave him that or not at the start. I didn't. So we'll go ahead and just remove counter for now and throw that upon him. And we want to make sure he has earth protection and lightning protection. So with Sedan, I've just gone ahead and thrown the circlet on him. He was already wearing it actually, which reduces his earth damage by 100%. And the coral ring as well to absorb thunder element. And then with Dagger, I've gone ahead and thrown some Gaia gear on her, which will absorb the earth element. And on Steiner, I didn't actually have any absorb or 100% reduction gear, so I've just put some shield armor on him. The main thing we want to reduce on Steiner is the thunder damage. So I've gone ahead and put those pieces of equipment on our characters here. And I suppose we should just go ahead and cure Dagger of the silent ability that she's had on for a few battles now. And with that done, we can basically head on up here for some more scenes. Right, so at this point Steiner and Dagger become temporarily unavailable to us. So we need to throw a couple of folks in here. And I'm going to put in Queener, because Queener's always a nice character to have as far as I'm concerned. And then we can really choose between the others. But in terms of the fact that Dagger's been taken, we're going to replace her with Aiko for future healing. And once again, we just need to make sure that those characters are fully equipped and prepared for the battles ahead. Right, so with our party equipped up, and I have actually let Aiko suffer a little bit in terms of abilities, so she's going to be learning things as we go ahead here. And somewhere around here is a hidden path, as you can see. And if we go all the way across it, we'll find a flash hat. And after that, we're just going to head all the way back once we've collected that item. And if we enter this building up here, then we can find some steps, which if we head down these, we can find a bit of a strange situation going on, can't we? And I believe there should be an item around here in this barrel. Yeah, we're getting an elixir. And now we can take this exit here, so we've come out of a different door. And there's another building over here, just near the one we came out of, with another chest in. And we find a wing edge. And what's going on here? There's a pot with a red apple thing sticking out of it. Well, if we go and approach it, it comes as no surprise that there is a Moogle hiding inside. And this is Moo Rock. So we can go ahead and speak to him. First thing we're going to want to do is, well, it doesn't matter actually, we can do either Mognet or Mog Shop first. So you can use Mog Shop if you want to stock up on some stuff, including some weapons that you might not yet have, including some weapons that you might not have at all, such as that Defender for instance, and some other bits and bobs as well. Go ahead and buy a platinum helm, shall we? Apparently we've got none. So some nice new stuff here to invest into. It's always useful having a bit of gear to carry about, by the way, in this game. You never know when you're going to need it. And if we go to the Mognet option, then he'll give us a letter who he wants us to give to Moosme or something. Mosme. We're not going to save just yet because there's something else I want to do first, and that's we're going to leave the building and head back in. And look who it is, it's Stiltskin. By the way, if you leave and come back in and Stiltskin isn't here, then just keep doing it over and over and eventually he will show up. So we're going to carry on with the side quest with Stiltskin here, and this time he wants to sell us the somewhat rare diamond, so I do recommend, if you're not doing the side quest, that you go ahead and make this purchase, along with an ether and elixir. Right, we need to get rid of an ether out of our inventory. There we go. 2,222 gil. And we're going to go ahead and save. And I actually recommend at this point that you save your game over a new save slot. And that's just in case you decided that you've missed anything on disc 3, because once we proceed from here, there is no chance of going back and doing a lot of the stuff that we've just done, including a lot of the side quests. So just save, you know, on a new save slot, and then you can reload up your original save slot if need be. Or don't forget, you can go ahead to the FuzzfingerGaming website and download save game files from there if needed as well. But to be honest guys, we're going to end the episode here. It seems like a good place, and we're going to pick up next time as we continue on through this quite strange area, and we'll see where we go from here, and what exactly all these people are about with the tails similar to the one that Zidane has. So thanks for joining me guys. Don't forget to hit the like button if you've enjoyed and have found help here in today's episode, and remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Take care guys, see you soon.